Hey everyone, this is Christine from Kyanite Psychic Services. I'm a formally trained psychic reader and healer, as well as a trance medium, psychic development teacher, and a professional musician. You can find out more about me and the services that I offer on my website, which is kyanitepsychic.com. Today, I wanted to share with you all three of my favorite psychic development tips that really helped me on my journey. So let's just jump into the first one, something that I really consider one of the most important things. That's releasing the energy of expectation, releasing it from your body, releasing it from your space. So that's, releasing expectation of what it's like to use your psychic senses, to perceive energy, of what it's like to connect with your guides. Because the truth is, your experiences are going to be your own. And you have a unique blend of senses, a unique way that you perceive energy and information in this space, right? So really validate that. Expectation can really get in the way of our perception, right? It can cloud our unique experience. And, you know, I will say it's amazing in our modern society, right? That we have such immediate access to information and that we have, documentation of so many people's experiences, right? Via social media, via blogs, you name it, right? This is a great thing, but it can also be a hindrance when we let other people's experiences really far deep into our space, right? And we hold them as a touchstone for what our experiences should be. So it's great to, be interacting with people, to, learn from teachers and mentors, learn about different people's experiences in psychic development. But the truth is that you got to leave those things at the door when you're in your psychic space and let your experiences be what they're going to be. Something that I do often and I highly, highly recommend is grounding yourself metaphysically, right? Grounding out specifically the energy of expectation, something that I walk students through in the classes and workshops that I teach. Grounding out the energy of expectation from your body and also from your space. Sometimes too, it helps to name it and to affirm out loud, I release the energy of expectation from my body and from my space right now. Because your words have power and immediate efficacy, right? So if you're really struggling with that, use your words, speak out loud. The second tip that I want to share is bring in a childlike energy, right? Bring in the energy of amusement, joy, play, and I will say also a raw honesty. So, so helpful. First of all, the energy of amusement and play and joy, that's a very high vibrating energy, right? So it's going to immediately put you in a higher vibrating space to be able to perceive energy and communicate with your guides. But also, right, um, when we let things get heavy, like I've got to see this, I need to see it now, I need the answer now, I need to perceive it in this way now. It really can hinder again our unique experience and perception. So when we just get into play and joy, right, then things are able to flow. I as a teacher, I spent a lot of time working with kids as a music teacher specifically, but I've worked with a lot of kids, ages 7, 8, 9, 10. It's such a fun age. Not only because they're always so playful, but also the raw honesty, right? Kids at that age will tell you exactly what they're seeing, exactly what they're feeling. Just no filter, no edits, no comment too ridiculous. I really love it most of the time. But my point is that's really helpful in the psychic development space for you to just immediately validate what it is you're perceiving and just communicate exactly what it is that you're perceiving. There's no perception too ridiculous, right? That really helps because the more that you validate and communicate, and document what you're perceiving, the more information that you're going to get, right? I will say, if you're working with clients professionally as a reader and healer, there are ethical ways to communicate, especially sensitive information or topics. So that's a whole other thing. But when you're just working on developing your abilities, validate, communicate everything that's coming into your awareness. Nothing is too ridiculous. I promise. The last tip that I want to share, get enough sleep. That sounds really parental and really basic, but it's so true. When you're well rested, you're able to be more focused in your psychic space, right? Your perception is much clearer. I have really noticed this. Days where I just didn't sleep well, for whatever reason, my perception in my psychic space can be cloudier. It's harder to stay focused, right? To work with energy tools, to set my space even. Sleep is really, really important, right? So please don't underestimate it. And of course, it's important for every facet of our life, but it plays a big part here. I just wanted to share a quote about sleep that I thought, resonated in this moment. It's from one of my favorite books, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind. It's not particularly a psychic development book, but it's an excellent book. And there's a quote about sleep in here that says, "No part of a man's life deserves to be considered more indispensable to perfect spiritual development than while he is separated from the phenomenal world in sleep." So, sleep not only repairs the body, it gives your conscious mind and your analytical mind a break, and lets the subconscious really step in and do the work. So can't emphasize that enough as a really important component of psychic development. So I hope that these tips resonated with you and that they're helpful to you on your journey. And if you have your own tips that have been really critical to your own development, please do share in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it. If you like this video, give it a like, consider to subscribing my channel, and thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video.